this is real and it's happening and it's here, so we've got to confront it. And I guess that's a beautiful thing about what Black Mirror does. Hi everyone, I'm Emma Corrin and I'm on the cover of ELLE's May issue. And I'm going to play Ask Me Anything, the Black Mirror edition. I like Google Maps. I'm just going to come out and say it. I love it. It's nice. I like that you can do Street View, and I like that you can do starred places. And I'm beginning to accumulate a lot of starred places. And now when I zoom out at the map of the world, I can see all the places I've been and all these places I like. And then it's really cool because if you've got a friend, I recently went to Tokyo and my friend who'd been a lot had transferred all of their starred places to my phone. Don't know how they did that. I wasn't involved. Too technical for me. And then I had a friend who was also going, so then I transferred them all, and then everyone gets everyone's recommendations, and it's so nice. So that's one. New York Times games, I really like. I enjoy that. There's a quick crossword one I like. I like the crossword. And I like connections, although it's so hard sometimes. It makes you mad. It feels like you're going mad. And Wordle, obviously. What's the third one? NYT cooking is great. I think photos, probably. Yeah. I saw this reel where someone had said if you go to photos taken on this day, or if you type into your photos the date of the day you're on, it will bring up all the photos you've ever taken that day, and that's a really easy way for going through and deleting all the photos that you don't want. So I decided to do that, and it lasted about 2 days, and then I forgot. But I do think it's a good trick. I think reels, I don't have TikTok, but I do. It's just so addictive, isn't it? And it's so funny, and it learns what you want so quickly. I don't understand it. And I have a few really nice groups of close friends that we share reels and memes, and that's funny. I enjoy that. Oh my God, the skin picking ones are amazing. I went through a phase of getting a lot of the North Sea ones, boats in the deep sea. I get a lot of I have a phobia of deep water and fish, but I think I have quite a sort of dark obsession with that because I'm scared of it. So I get a lot of sharks and alligators and sea related ones. Yeah. And then I got a lot of duck ones. I went through a phase of getting a lot of ducks eating peas. Don't know, anyone else get that? Just me. So it was kind of an amazing sort of curveball. I was meant to be shooting something last year around this time, and that project got pushed. Yeah, and then I got this script through, and I think my team were about to have to pass on it because I was going to be busy, but then they were like, oh wait, maybe you could do it. And obviously when Black Mirror calls, you answer and you say yes no matter what. But then I read the script and I just devoured it. I thought, Black Mirror is always so original. Charlie Brooker's a genius, but there was something about this episode in particular that felt really unique, really special.
Clara speaks in 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me.
Wait, what do you want?
May I have a seat at your table? It's awfully crowded in here. I was hoping...
I do not understand. Which seat do you
Keep
wish
the
to
paper
take?
up, Brandy.
Perhaps that one?
That one is for mon petit bonbon.
Oh.
Bonbon does not sit on the ground. Do you, bonbon?
My first impression of reading the script was I was surprised at how much of a love story it is. And that's really at its core. And classic Charlie, always there are twists and turns, and it involves a lot of stuff about AI, but it really just puts this love story at the center, which is really beautiful. We had so much fun. I mean, our characters go on such a journey in terms of their identity, and we sort of play with a lot of different dimensions and a lot of different versions of reality. So it was quite a hard job, but we were really lucky. We had a week of rehearsal before we started shooting, which is quite rare in film and especially in TV. And we sort of worked with our amazing director, Haolu, and we sort of played a lot of really fun improv games. There was one where Haolu said, Emma, pretend that all you've known is living in a box. You've lived in 4 walls your entire life. You don't know anything outside of that. And then Issa had to persuade me that there was a better life outside the 4 walls, which is, if you watch the episode, basically kind of similar to what happens. And that was hilarious. And once you've done a week of those kind of games and, talking about the episode and your characters and yourselves, you kind of really bonded. And yeah, it was lovely.
Arc ready? Feedback ready?
Supervision ready.
Forecasting ready.
Prep titles.
Titles prepped. Simulation running. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And action.
I actually don't know if I'm worried that Redream, I think it feels a bit too ridiculous to come true. Maybe that's massively naive and ignorant of me. but I hope not. I think classic films are classic for a reason. I don't think we need to make them again or insert anyone into them to remake them. But AI in general, I'm not a fan of. I'm a bit scared of it. I have many favourite Black Mirror episodes. The one I remember watching, and it always sticks with me, is Shut Up and Dance, the one with Alex Lawther. I think he's incredible in that, and I found that so deeply disturbing and engaging. And then San Junipero I love. And there's a San Junipero Easter egg in this episode, so watch out for that. Just look out for signs. Charlie's a genius. I was just doing some interviews with him, and I could just watch him talk forever. He's got such an amazingly wicked, immediate sense of humour. He's so funny. And I love the way he talks about stuff like AI, because he's both sort of realistic, but also kind of optimistic about it, which is really cool. I feel like I'm very much I don't want to talk about it. I don't like it. It scares me. And he's sort of no, this is real and it's happening and it's here, so we've got to confront it. And I guess that's a beautiful thing about what Black Mirror does, because it really confronts these things and serves as a warning. If these tools got into the wrong hands, what would happen? He's just a genius. And it was great because writers of shows are not normally there on set with you, but he was there, and so any questions you had, you could talk to him about, which is kind of great. My biggest tech phobia, everything. I find ChatGPT really frightening. I don't have it, I don't know how to use it, and it scares me. No, my home is not a techie one. I have my phone and my laptop and my television, that's kind of about it. I don't think I've used it recently, if ever. It's the thing I like least about this job is the dead time. And you're kind of you're never quite settled enough to read a book. There are 2 jobs I can remember where I've got through a lot of books on set, but I've sort of stopped that. I need to get back into the habit. Crosswords are quite good. So sometimes I use my phone to do crosswords, but then your screen time is abhorrent. But you've actually done something productive, but no one believes you. My screen time, if I'm being honest, is normally between 4 to 5 hours, which I don't know if that's bad. Adolescence, I was obsessed with. I thought that was unbelievable. Severance was really good. I'm enjoying this one releases each week situation. It's a really nice way of getting people together with an activity and a focus, which I always like. It's really fun. So you cook something and you watch an episode, and that's nice. It's refreshing. Goodbye, ELLE UK. Thanks for having me. See you soon.